Just 1 minute. Let me get my coffee. Okay. Hi. Hope everybody's doing well. Had a good weekend. It's been it's been stormy for some. So again, guys, in the Midwest, keep your eye on the sky. Mother Nature is ongoing challenge, if you will. Sorry, I'm a little bit scrumpy here today. I just got out of the shower and everything. I feel better. Anyway, uh, as you can see in my title, Trump is having a real bad week. Yay. The guy deserved it. Over the weekend, he had this interview with was it Face Nation? Or was it 60 Minutes? Anyway, one of the nation topic shows, let's put it this way. Anyway, this lady, journalist, I love her. She pressed the issue with him. She corrected him. Hi, Dorothy. She corrected him, pushed back, and he didn't like it. He kept over talking. In other words, he was a very, very bad guest. He kept interrupting her and kept not really listening to the questions. And he just kept trying to run over. In other words, he was being monotonous. He was being a idiot more than anything. She corrected and said, no, there is no conspiracy theory on the 2020 elections. It was a fair election. It was done properly, like it's always been done. He kept interrupting her. He said, let me finish. She pushed back at him. She was getting mad at him. Okay. Then she started treating him like a toddler. Which he's acting like one. He's like a little man baby. He's so unprofessional. He had all the previous presidents that we've had, right? They always conducted themselves very well. They know all how all this works. They do, okay? The only one that doesn't know how to work or doesn't want to learn how it works is idiot Trump. Oh, and also by, I think the end of this week, let me check hold on a second, let me look at my calendar for a minute. This is regarding the Kennedy Center. Okay. By this coming Friday, the letters on the Kennedy Center building, Trump's name has to come down. Letterheads, everything, stationery, everything. It goes back under the jurisdiction of Congress. It has to come down. He doesn't own the building. Okay? And they said, well, it means whether it's going to be closed. Well, technically it's open. But they're getting ready to do some scheduled. It was already scheduled like a long time ago. Like, I think it was during the Biden administration. It was scheduled to do this. I don't know how often they do it up there. They do their maintenance upgrades. Is what they do to the building. Okay. Keeping up the fire code and everything. But Trump wants to close it permanently. Well, you can't do that because it's run by Congress. It's mandated by Congress. It's part of the Parks Department, okay? And the Parks Department is now filing a lawsuit against Trump on the UFC thing. He never got permission for it. And there was supposed to UFC thing there in front of the White House. That needs to be taken down. If you want to do it like a UFC fight thing, use another venue. Like, ask the Washington Commanders football team if they could borrow their arena since it's off season. But right now, the FIFA World Cup is happening, but it depends on what city it's happening at. The FIFA's still going on, and Trump's trying to run roughshod over that. I get the impression with Trump, he doesn't want anybody to have fun. Okay? He's trying to spoil it, trying to make attention on him, like the New York Knicks and what's the other team that's going for the NBA finals? I've forgotten. But the New York Knicks, they don't want him there. He tries to push his way in. Well, he's going to get booed out of New York on this one. New York hates him. Okay? Yes, so am I. He doesn't deserve not to be on anything. Okay? The only name I see going up is, as always, the Obama Presidential Library. That's the one I see. Someday I'd like to go back to Chicago and see that. Because everything there he's done interactive, he's done helping students that are in political science on a number of subjects. Sorry. You ever present allergies? I'm going to do some changes in here. That's the only thing I can see that happening, okay? Trump, you know full well, he's not going to follow rules on anything, even after he's been given the boot. And Congress, again, needs to push back and start and telling the GOP, you know what? We're going to lock you out of the chambers, and we're going to do the impeachment proceedings. We're going to go by a simple vote count. We're not going to go by the 60% rule. This needs to be done, and now. We don't need anybody like Trump or Miller or anything to screw things up. I want things to put back the way they were. I really do. I was born here, and I grew up with things that were done properly in the proper way. I grew up in the part where Congress did listen. Your representatives did listen. But I started seeing things change with the GOP, which I did not agree with at all. That's why in 2008 I went Democratic. Because I saw the writing on the wall. And why do they want to keep Trump in power is beyond me. I think they're just using him as a puppet so they can keep themselves in power. That's the way I see it. And I went into the White House website yesterday to see about this so-called enemies list for creators, content creators. I'm a content creator. I'm a podcaster. And I'm using my voice to push back against bullies like Trump. And they need to be held accountable. And if Trump doesn't like it, tough. Neater, Trump. You're an idiot. The only person I like to see as President of the United States, or a number of people I like to see as President of the United States, okay? One is Peter Buttigieg. I really like him. He's very, very knowledgeable. Let me fix my camera. There. Peter Buttigieg. Because he's very knowledgeable. He knows 7 languages. I mean, he would do so well on the diplomatic side, too. Josh Shapiro. He's another one. I really like him as well. uh, the governor, soon to be former governor of California, Gavin Newsom. He'd make a good one. I felt that Kamala Harris was chipped out on a lot of things. They need to give women chances to be higher leadership. She was vice president of the United States. She did great. She was working on a number of things on behalf of President Biden. Okay. And she knows how everything works. Okay. Also, she's a former Attorney General of California. I'd like to see her be a U.S. Attorney General. Oh boy, I bet she'll whip things in shape so fast it wouldn't be even funny, knowing her. And if she did, as she said, if she doesn't know something or doesn't understand something, she asks questions. She does the research. She does her homework. She asks the people who work for her, those in director levels, hey, what about this or what about that or how does this work? Okay. Now Blanchett, he's in trouble now. I don't know if he'll get the permanent job as U.S. Attorney General. I don't think he will. He won't get it. He was a lead defense attorney for Trump on the 34-count trial, remember? And, of course, he lost. Because the evidence was right there. They couldn't produce any evidence to defend Trump. And Trump was not helping himself by showing proof of something. He didn't know how the court system works either. And his problem is he won't listen to his lawyers. He won't let them do their jobs properly. He wants them to break laws. That's all he wants them to do. Well, when that happens, they lose their licenses. Right? So, anyway, I got to thinking about my setup here as far as doing my video chats, my chat show. I'm thinking of doing it Monday and Wednesday. Or not Monday and Wednesday, Monday and Friday. Because in the middle of the week, I have a lot of other things that I have to do. And so, I'm trying to set a rhythmic schedule for myself on this. So I could put an announcement in not only on my Facebook channel, but also on my YouTube channel. Say it's going to be Monday and Fridays at 1 o'clock only. I'm not going to do Wednesday. I can't do it Wednesday anyway this week because I have a intake call from St. Clair Hospital. Because in about 3 weeks I'm going for my colonoscopy. So I won't be able to do that. But I will keep you posted. And of course, as always, life happens, right? Let's see, anything else in the news I should know? I hope the New York Knicks win the NBA championship. Oh, they're going against the San Antonio Spurs, I think it is. Because the Spurs knocked out Oklahoma City Thunder. They're the defending champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, Oklahoma City Thunder used to be the Seattle Supersonics. When the Sonics were sold, the guy moved him out of the owner moved him out of Seattle and down to Oklahoma City. And he changed it to Thunder. But now the NBA wants to expand two more teams. They want to get up to 32 teams. Because they said things right now are kind of lopsided. Okay, as far as the competition goes and everything, so they want to make it 32 teams. Same as the football. There are 32 teams. So the Seattle Supersonics, they hope people want to bring back the Sonics, and the NBA agreed. The Portland Trailblazers have been sold. I don't know who they've been sold to. But we want the Sonics up here. And problem is the climate change arena is now part of NHL. So really there's no place for the Sonics to play. Well, they could play at UW, but they need their own new stadium to handle X number of thousand people or whatever. Too bad. You could take one of the current stadiums we have right now, Lemon Field or T-Mobile Park, and use it a dual purpose. But that's a lot of work there too. People feel that they need a stadium that where everything is stays the same. They don't have to change anything around. Okay. Now climate change, they could change to like concerts and everything else because it's built for that. So they're going to have to figure something out for the Sonics. I like sports. I like watching it. I like rooting because we need that right now. We really do. And Trump doesn't seem to understand it. And he doesn't want anybody to have fun. Well, that's just too bad, Trump. Neater. Grow up, Trump. Grow up and go away. Put everything back the way it was and leave. I'll be so glad when we get our new president. I really will. I'll be celebrating that. Oh, what happened, Dorothy? Lost you? Huh. Yeah, it's been acting up lately for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I will see you on Friday. Let me check my calendar again. Yeah, I'll see you on Friday at 1 o'clock. And I will, in the meantime, I will gather whatever information is going on, discuss what's going on in current events for the rest of the week. Today I was covering for the weekend. What happened on, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And of course today. Then I'll be covering for, Friday. And we'll talk about... Oh, I've been there and done that, Dorothy. So, anyway, I love you, and I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. And I'll see you on Friday. Love you. Bye-bye. Oh, come on.